be, guys? After Show Reacts here, and today I'm going to be reacting to some more Ally McBeal. This is season 2, episode 9. So let's get into it.
What? I don't know. I just get this bad feeling. You too?
Yes, like something's gonna happen.
What is it? I don't know, but it's creepy.
Nell. I need Nell.
She's back.
Okay.
A group is trying to shut down her mud wrestling club with a nuisance claim. They're evidently going to court today ex parte.
I'm gonna back up just half a step. Mud wrestling club?
She owns one.
Wow. Where women in the mud, they...
Wrestle. And Mope is trying to shut it down.
Mope? What's Mope?
Mud is opposed to pornographic entertainment. They're claiming the club destroys the quiet enjoyment of the community.
Why would
It just reminds me of Moo.
own porno club?
It's not porno. There's not even any nudity. It's just women in bathing suits. Wrestling.
Oh, it's sport.
I want to take the high road and counter with women of our own. Georgia, Ally, Nell, Dream Team. Go forward.
Not a chance.
Look, I hate to pull rank, but this is the kind of case where having female litigants is a plus. We owe it to Ling to extend our best efforts. Not to mention, this is a client with whom I'm still trying to reach sexual fruition. For once, I'll ask you to think about someone other than yourselves. Can you do that? Georgia, can you think about the senior partner that signed your paycheck?
Hold on a second. The judge is probably going to want a hearing, which means I need somebody to check this place out. Billy?
No, he's not
No.
free.
I'm not.
I don't need him to wrestle. just-
No, he's married.
Well, that's why they have these places, I thought, for married men.
I think you turned her.
I'll go.
I could go. I'm actually a good spy. Briefly considered a career in the CIA. An ability to glide through a room unnoticed.
Spy?
Well, why don't you both go? John and Richard.
John, look. I've invented an automatic seat warmer. You know how awful it is to sit on an ice-cold toilet, especially in the morning. You can set it for different temperatures, going all the way up to simmer.
Simmer.
I like a warm seat. Of course, this has your auto flusher, standard. And check out this. This feature is for married couples because he always leaves the seat up.
I never understand. Can I just say, I'm gonna go on a fucking tangent here, okay? Males. Why leave the seat up? I don't understand. Like, explain to me why it is ever a good idea to leave the seat up. It's one little movement to put it back down. There is going to be more time spent with the seat put down than there is with the seat put up, okay? I'm sorry, but like, girls, they sit down on the toilet, okay? So they need the seat down, okay? When they go to wee, they need the seat down. When they go to poop, they need the seat down. Males, there are some males actually that, you know, just like to sit down when they pee. It's very helpful. But like, you guys, you sit down to poop. So, the only time that you ever need to put the seat up is when a guy is peeing. So why would you not put it back down? It's just infuriating to me. I don't know why. It's so infuriating to me. Like, you know what's really annoying? When like an uncle or like a male family member or anyone comes over and they're just like, use your toilet. You're clearly a girl, you know, you're entering a girl vicinity and you leave the toilet seat up? It's such a silly, like, little inconvenience, but it drives me mental. But, like, when you think about it, you spend more time with the toilet seat down anyway, so why would you not just put it down for convenience? And on that note, why bother standing up and peeing if you're a guy? You have to try and aim and, you know, splash back and all that kind of stuff. Why can't you just sit down and, like, relax? You can just be on your phone while you're peeing. Like, I've met quite a few guys now that sit when they pee. I thought it was such a bizarre concept because most guys I had met in my life, I've always known guys to stand and pee. Anyways, that was a bit of a tangent. Not really, they're talking about that kind of thing right now, kind of. It's just like, it's the same thing as, like, I don't know, when you open the fridge, you don't leave the door open, right? You close the door. It's one movement. Why can't you do that? Anyways, let's continue.
Hey, Georgia.
Ray! Hey, how's it going?
Same? How about you?
Same. How's Jeannie?
Jeannie. Oh, yeah. Jeannie,
I mean,
well, Jeannie became
really,
Cynthia,
Ally?
and Cynthia
I don't
and
see it.
Now over.
Ray.
It's the equivalent of a strip joint.
What?
Miss Wu?
Your Honor, it is
I
not a
mean,
strip joint
no.
that slandered me. I'd like to amend my answer to include defamation naming him and all of them. Oh,
Ling.
Look, the bottom line is this place is offensive to women. Demeans the neighborhood. It should be stopped.
I'd like to hear from one of the
I
complaining
mean, it's run by
parties.
a woman.
It's a filthy sex club. And with all that filthy mud,
Miss Stokes,
Nobody's having
wouldn't
sex,
inform
though.
me. We'll hear from you after lunch.
Oh, I don't get it.
you
No
laid
one's
me
having
in
sex.
there.
The hard L, I heard it.
They're
And
just
gee,
wrestling in the mud. Who cares, man?
I hate this firm.
All
You
right,
keep
give
coming
it up.
back.
What? Ray, he's cute.
Did you go out?
One date. Hey, I could fix you up.
He's opposing counsel, Georgia. I'm
That
not
can be
gonna.
good. Adversarial can be good for starting a relationship. Conflict can breed passion. So, do you want to meet him or not?
No.
Okay.
Yes. A little one, a little meat, a itty bitty.
it's a residential as well as commercial neighborhood. People live there.
But Miss Stokes, this is mud wrestling. Aren't you taking it a little seriously?
Well, when we talk about raising our children, we all like to strut about saying it takes a village. But I don't think the village should embrace the idea of reducing women to sex objects.
But
I mean, it's not-
hours. This is in a club.
Where men get
Hang on, it's not really reducing anyone. Okay, he just said it's after hours. It's not reducing anyone to, like, sexual objects. People, like, it's not like I'm going there and then being reduced to that. Like, I'm being hired, you know? Like, if I was to work there is what I mean, right? I'm being hired to work there. I know what I'm getting myself into. Why would they reduce me to sexual, like, if I was uncomfortable with it, I wouldn't take the job. What the
gather and salivate over a bunch of women slithering around in the mud like it was some kind of wild lubricant.
You would think
cares?
all mud wrestling clubs should go.
I think they shouldn't be in residential areas, that's right.
Same would be true of strip clubs.
Of course.
Movie theaters that show sex scenes?
Well, some sex scenes, if it has something redeeming. There's a big difference between movie sex scenes and what they do.
So, a movie theater showing sex scenes and nudity you have no problem with?
It's different than a place where muddy breasts get
I mean, it's
slopped
still
around
something
in
that people
people's
look at.
faces. Mud wrestling degrades the participants. It creates a negative image of women. And having a place like that in the community demeans that community.
And the women who perform the sex scenes in the movies, they're not degraded.
No,
Why is that?
Because they choose to be there.
because they're paid tons of money.
You're up next, Ling, and this could turn on your testimony, so that means, well, you know.
We're dead.
So money is
I
the
wouldn't have
is
the
the
case.
difference
Fine.
here.
Georgia. Georgia said you'd maybe like to get a drink sometime.
Well, so long as we don't talk about the case.
No, this is a little strange, but I actually would like to.
Great. Me too.
So I guess I'll see you in court.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so.
I do like that they've, like, kind of stepped back from the Ally and Billy situation, I feel.
change underwear.
At least these past couple of
He's not
episodes.
gonna get near my underwear, Renee. Let's take your mind out of where it thrives.
I'm ready. I'm dressed in grays.
What are you looking for now?
I just want to confirm that there is no nudity and that there's no touching.
No touching, they wrestle.
No sexual touching.
Gray is a blend color to blend in.
Excellent. I didn't even know you were here, John. Ready?
I am, but remember,
Where's John?
Separate entrances.
I don't see him.
We're spies.
he paid me no heed.
It's the gray. You just blend.
What? Help me! I'm stuck. What do you
How do you
mean
always get stuck in these situations?
Oh.
Can you open the latch with your foot? I don't know. She's in the bowl. Where's my camera? Can you move?
What's going on?
Ally's fallen and she can't get up.
My hip is wedged.
Who left the seat out?
To everyone who needs, he stays a stranger. Odds are he won't live to see tomorrow. They've given you another.
He's just trying to touch everyone's fucking waddle. Very covert, John.
You've been made. You've got some mud.
Be gentle.
How does she keep getting stuck in things?
You're free, man.
Thank you.
I feel like audience participation shouldn't be a thing.
What do you think is more degrading? Wrestling in mud or being stuck in a toilet?
Well, I haven't tried wrestling yet.
What I don't understand is if you don't like your case, why'd you take it?
Took it on principle. The Ling principle. Our senior partner.
Georgia, I don't think we should be giving away all our trade secrets.
We shouldn't even be discussing the case.
Ray, think you like him?
I might. I hear he's a great guy. Maybe I'll get a chance to talk to him.
What's the big deal?
The big deal if they're still interested in each other?
Still attracted to each other. Doesn't mean they'll do anything.
They shouldn't be going out to dinner at all if they're attracted. She's married.
Wait a minute. You were there.
Only as a beard, maybe.
What are you saying, Ally?
Maybe
That old
Billy should have done
boyfriends
something.
And old girlfriends can't even have lunch or dinner together?
No.
I
Look
mean,
at you and Matt.
yeah.
Well, that was wrong because we still...
Yeah.
Georgia and Ray...
Maybe they still.
Maybe they don't. What if they're two mature adults who might still be attracted but are too responsible to ever act on it? Can they have lunch together?
No. It's wrong.
Can they work side by side in the same law firm?
You tricked me. It's different.
No, it isn't. Maybe that's what's bothering you. Maybe you suddenly realized that all last year you were having some kind of affair with Billy.
No nudity, no sexual touching.
The women were quite strong.
So basically,
Oh, bunch of guys staring at breasts and butts, tongues hanging out, you know.
so nothing we didn't expect.
No. Boys being boys, girls being girls.
I don't like that. Boys being boys. That's just an excuse. Thanks.
The idea that it degrades women is ridiculous. Every woman wants to be thought of as desirable. Imagine, they can go home at night and say, even in mud, I look good. Women there make nearly $100,000 a year. How? These drunken Neanderthals hurl money at them. Go into that club. You come out with a lower opinion of men, trust me.
That could be true. But these girls do make that money with their bodies.
They make it by teasing men with something they'll never get their hands on. That goes to the very essence of a woman. God gave us that advantage by giving men the dumbstick. It's hot in here and there's no water.
The dumbstick.
Penis. They've all got them.
As a woman, you see nothing wrong with putting half-naked girls in a ring, rubbing mud on their breasts for the sole purpose of titillating men.
No.
Nothing at all.
Suppose we put them in a ring as boxers and cheered for one to knock the other unconscious. Would that be better?
Are you comparing boxing to mud wrestling?
Of course not. Boxing is worse. Talk about reducing people. Let's pay two men to beat on each other. How rich.
You ever met any of the women in your club? Maybe a few of them feel like they have little choice. Perhaps for some, it represents their only choice.
Well, then how lucky they are to have you to take that choice away. With feminists like you, who needs chauvinism?
What if you had a niece who came to you and said, Auntie Ling, when I grow up, I want to work in a mud wrestling club?
As opposed to a
go
nephew
ahead.
who says he wants to play football so he can eat, get fat, and block. As opposed to a niece who says, Auntie, I want to be a figure skater, put on tight, sexy leotards and win a gold medal. As opposed to a niece who says, Auntie, I want to be an actress and pretend to fornicate on 70mm screen with Dolby sound, accenting my every grunt and moan. As opposed to a nephew who says, Auntie...
Miss Wu.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, but hypocrisy makes me rot. What world do you live in? If anything, we should be glad to have my club because we exploit men. They're pigs. Mankind is based on a kind of pigdom. In my club, the women basically control the dumbstick and take the men's money. I'm getting tired.
She did have some points, I'm not gonna lie.
She's
I
my
wouldn't say
hero.
which ones were her points.
She's vicious. I disagree with almost everything she says. She treats me like dirt, and somehow she's my hero.
I think we should be taking away jobs from people. So like if it's a person's choice to do what they want to do with their life. If they want to be a mud wrestler, that's their decision. That's all there is to it.
I'll see you at dinner, huh?
Sorry?
Aren't the four of us going out again?
Oh. I'm not sure yet. You, want to tell me what's going on?
I feel like we didn't see them the date long enough to know.
Social life, Georgia. You're taking care of your own.
What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about. This is about you spending more time with Ray, and I'm the device that allows you to tell yourself that you're not betraying Billy.
See, I don't believe this because we didn't see the date long enough. We're just being told.
Are you?
Fine. Do you say you want to meet men? I try to help. Fine. Sorry.
What are you doing, John?
Everything okay?
It's fine.
You could be right. It doesn't mean anything. It's just a little
Affair.
It is not an
Georgia,
affair.
it was a version of one. Two people communicate their mutual interest, smiling at each other, dancing.
He's not. As far as he's concerned, he's there with you,
He
Ally.
was not. He's doing exactly what you're doing, and it's wrong.
It's very hypocritical
Nothing
of her to
is
have this
happening.
conversation with her, to be honest.
I would never. You know I wouldn't.
I do, but I also know that Billy, going off to look at mud wrestlers is less of an offense than what's going on here.
You were a lawyer.
I still am a lawyer. I just kind of practice on the side.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a dancer.
A dancer.
I work at the Squat and Gobble. It's a male strip club.
You strip.
I do.
Excuse me, but what's the relevance here? Squat and Gobble is even in this neighborhood. It has nothing to do with this case.
I think it was Jeremy in the first episode.
He's relevant.
Speed it up.
Why dance instead of law?
Well, I make great money and I enjoy it. I love dancing and, well, I'll be honest. I get a kick out of the way the women respond.
But don't you find it degrading?
No.
Wouldn't it bother you? I mean, what if I were to say that all I want in life is to go over every inch of your body with my tongue and make love till I dehydrate? Wouldn't you feel like a victim?
Depends on the person.
I get over it.
Listen, I'd love to see you again.
Really? Look, Ray, I'm gonna have to pass on that. Under the circumstances, you being opposing counsel, I hope you understand.
I don't, actually. Georgia led me to think...
Georgia's been doing a little too much leading lately, I think.
Okay.
What did you tell him?
Just that I hoped he wasn't feeling degraded as a result of your fantasies.
What?
Kidding.
What did you really say?
Just that I'm not gonna date him.
The judge is a man. I need somebody who speaks his language to get up there for the final push. Just speak from that thing inside you, that thing inside all men, which makes a man a man.
The dumpstick?
Exactly. I actually think she was. But, then she figured out so was I. It was fun being in your company again. And Ally figured I was setting two of you up for my own.
And were you?
Not on purpose, but
I mean, I had fun, I must say. I'm not sure Ally had anything to do with it. Problem was, we never kissed. You say the wonder can kind of compound through time. I'm sure if we had kissed.
She's a married woman. Leave, dude.
And you'd just be opposing counsel in a bad time.
Hey, hi. Hey, we're back in for closings.
No, halfway.
We were just going in. Oh, here comes
Yeah,
our
he
secret
was
weapon.
getting a bit close.
You can't be free under oppression. And these places, strip clubs, mud wrestling, whatever, they do foster the notion that women are sex objects. They do reduce women.
Once a man hits puberty, he gets this sense he'll forever be part idiot. It's debilitating. It hurts. These strip clubs, you go, you look around, you see the women, then you see all the men, and you realize you're not alone. The room is full of idiots. It makes us feel better. You grow up hiding in closets with a flashlight and a copy of Playboy, trying not to get the pages sticky. You wonder if you're some kind of deviant, fear of being a pervert. It can drive you to be isolated, perhaps antisocial. You don't fit in. You go to work at the post office. You just don't
Not a terrible
belong.
argument.
You're different. The insecurity festers into neurosis. All the while, you're normal and you don't know it. You go to this club, you see normal. These places aren't just sex shops. They stand to preserve our mental health.
I think the scientific word for these establishments would be silly. I think what's upsetting everybody is not that these clubs failed to reflect community standards, but more that maybe they do.
Could you just cut to it and say that I've won?
Miss Wu, as much as this pains me, you win.
I'm so pleased.
She finally won a case. Oh my god. At least in this scenario, she was actually kind of being attacked.
I was very proud of you, going undercover. Well, you would have made a great spy.
She's so sweet to him, I love it.
Ray, still here?
No Ally here to
Bad day.
break it up.
Lost my case. Ally.
How about you not be right next to her?
You know, of all the bad dates I had in my life, you were the one that
How about we stop?
No.
She's married.
we really didn't have anything in common, did
Not that I remember. It would have been just
Physical.
Mm.
I wish once we'd... Under the heading that it will go nowhere.
What are you doing?
One kiss.
No.
I can't.
Not to lead to anything, just to know.
No.
Just know what it would have been like.
No. Georgia.
Going nowhere.
Right.
Granted, she didn't do it. Still came incredibly close. And that's not okay. Alrighty, well that was Ally McBeal Season 2, Episode 9. Mud wrestling. Not something I would have thought of would be in Ally McBeal, but sure. I don't really see what was so special about that guy. He seems very bland. Don't know why Georgia was so airy-fairy about him. I don't know. Yeah, I don't have much else to say. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.